Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, aka the Dude, aka the King of Zoom. Thanks for checking out the Calta and Kelly YouTube page. We hope you like what we're putting up there. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. And we also have the JO party on Saturday night, only Patreon. That means you, all the fans, get to come into a Zoom and hang out with us and all the other ladybugs. And it's a blast. So we also let you watch all the shows live. YKWD live, all the Calta and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon. And you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD every week goes on there, along with Live from the Shed, one-on-ones, Tech Talk with Bobby and Friends. There's so much content up there. And you know what? It's all for what? A price of a cup of coffee. $5 gets you in the door. And you're going to love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay? That's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now, enjoy the show. I want to tell you about an amazing company that me and my wife found. We've been going to New Hampshire for the last 30 years, vacationing, and we love it up there. We've been renting, and we've been a guest, and we've always wanted to own, but we couldn't afford it. It was just out of our reach until we found Tiny Homes of Maine. This company is amazing. It's a husband and wife. It's a family-owned business, and they make the most amazing tiny homes on the market. They're built to withstand Maine winters, and they look amazing. They're fully customizable, and they have 3 different sizes. You should check them out. If you're thinking about, having a second home, or maybe downsizing, or, just having an office, go tiny and go to Tiny Homes of Maine. The company is amazing, and they help you every single step of the way, from finding the right one for you, from making it from the ground up, and to finding about the laws in your area and financing. You couldn't go with a more amazing company and a more amazing family than Tiny Homes of Maine.
Right down from your belly. So get in here, you half a queer. It's time for Calta and Kelly.
That's for you.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, guys.
I would swipe left on any of these pictures.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, if this was Tinder, we're all look pretty good on this thing.
Really?
So I'm trying to use my iPad for this, and it's blowing my fucking mind. I'm like sitting 3 feet to the left of where the iPad is. I don't know where to look. If I look over here to look directly at the camera, then I can't see you guys. It's fucking blowing my mind.
Yeah, when you use your iPad, you just have to fake it. You have to do that.
Okay.
You have to do that. Hey, we're right. Just talk to nothing.
I got you.
But
Even
here,
though out of my mind, you're over here, and I just see
I'm
you
over-
moving
yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can move you because I have my camera set up right above my camera on my computer, and I have my camera way up high. So I'm looking at you right now, but it looks like I'm looking right at the camera, and I can move you around. So if Greg starts talking whenever he comes back, I don't know what happened to him. I think he might have got killed. I can switch him.
It looks like his computer died for a second, so he'll be right back in a second.
All right, so there you go. But there you go. The iPad looks great, by the way.
Don't get mad at me if during the show I have to text.
Why?
Because tomorrow is Friday, and I like to close the week strong. So I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Hopefully, I'll have some answers by the end of the show.
Well, I don't mind when you text, but this is what I don't mind. Right? This is what I mind. This is what when you do this.
I don't notice that I'm doing that. Do you want to know? You want to know something Really?
And then I go
personal?
like this, Mike, and you go. This is the worst part. Like I woke you up.
It's not though. I just look up. You want to know something really weird? I'm having a full-blown panic attack right now.
Why?
I wish I knew.
What is that?
It feels like my blood is made of fire, and fire is coursing through my body right now.
Are you sure it's not a heart attack?
No, it's a totally different feeling.
How do you know what a heart attack feels like?
Well, for starters, it happens in your heart, so you feel it in your chest. I'm feeling it in my back. Oh.
Oh my God, are you all right?
Yeah, I just gotta wait for it to pass.
Well, why do you have panic attacks? You have no connection to the human soul. Like you have no empathy for other humans. Why do you have panic attacks?
Even those were almost my doctor's exact same words. He's like, I've never met anybody that's more laid back. What are you panicking about? I'm like, I'm not. I'm panicking because Greg keeps disappearing.
Greg, I don't know what's up with Greg.
The worst part is it makes me feel like I either have to shit or throw up.
Do you really? Do you want me to read you some stuff out of the book?
No, I don't really feel panicky.
Yeah, he wants to go away.
You know what, Mush? I can read you some stuff out of the book. No?
No, it's going away.
Okay. What's going on with Greg? Is he okay? Is there something? Hey, did you see that fucking Jake Paul and Mayweather thing?
I don't understand this.
So,
okay. You good, Greg?
Yep. Sorry, everything fell apart.
I don't understand this. Let me. So, Logan Paul, his brother, is scheduled to fight Mayweather, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand why Mayweather would even entertain this fight. Logan Paul's not a fighter. He's had 2 fights that he lost to 2 guys who weren't boxers. There's no question that the greatest fighter of all time is going to win. So why the fuck would he do this? And I never understood it. And then I saw an interview with Mayweather the other day, and he goes, okay. He goes, you want me to fight De La Hoya? You want me to fight somebody else? I got to risk my undefeated record. You're going to offer me a fight with a YouTuber for $100 million? I'm going to take that fight. And then I went, okay. I finally, just to hear him say it, at least I know that's why he's doing it. So then the other thing is, then today, now why is Jake Paul getting involved? If I'm his brother, I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. Let me get a little bit of I finally got a fight now. Let me get all the credit for it. Why do you have to come steal my fucking thunder?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what is this? He did the same move to him that I do to my 8-year-old daughter. I got your hat. I stole your nose. Oh, you'd be fucking kidding me. Like I don't get it. And if
I disagree, dude. Listen, when another man snatches your hat off your head,
yes.
Listen, let me tell you something. I got your hat because it's so childish.
Yes.
And you have 7 fucking just monsters around you protecting you. You're the best fighter, quote unquote, of all time, right? And a YouTuber grabbed your hat off your head, which matches everything you're wearing, and snatches it, got your hat, and runs away, and you can't get your hat back. You have to have 8 guys get your hat back for you. Do you know how enraging that is?
Yes.
If he did got your nose, it would have been worse. If he went, I got your nose,
and I'm not giving it back.
So we were.
I have the video right here.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see it.
Let me tell you this real quick. Well, go ahead, play it.
Okay, you know you got to go.
You want to run it 2 in 1 night? Absolutely. You want to run it 2 in 1 night? So let's make it happen. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Yes, sir. Get the paperwork for this ball. Get Al Hammond out here. Yeah. Let me call Al Hammond. Let's make it happen. I'm on 2 in 1 night. Got your hat.
Dude, did you hear?
God, you had.
Did you hear his crew go? Ooh.
I was in Ireland one time with Billy Gardell, and this dude from Canada was there. He was among the other radio guys that were there, and he was just a complete douchebag from the start. So one of my guys snatched his hat because we were trying to bait him into a fight. But when he came over, we all pointed to Billy like Billy did that. And the guy went up to Billy, dude. I never saw Billy. Billy fucking stood up and it looked like a rhinoceros. Got really pissed off. Billy stood up because he didn't know what was going on. All he knows is this guy's up in his face. And Billy was like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. It was great. It was Billy at his, at his biggest too. So it looked really scary. But yeah, so I'm golfing one time and I fucking hate the golf. It was my son's school's charity thing. So it's me, Galvin, Pete. That's fucking 900 pounds right there. Me, Galvin, Pete, and somebody else. I don't remember who. And we are all just shitty golfers. So we're like hitting the ball, shitty, but we're having a good time. We're out there riding around the carts. Galvin, on like the second to last hole, hits the ball, and it goes further than it has the whole day. And there are some guys down there, and Galvin yells 4, like out of a movie, 4. And they look, and the ball drops, and like, all right, well, it didn't hit anybody. It came kind of close to them, but we waved it off. We apologized. So those fucking guys turn around and hit the ball back at us. So I fucking got on my golf cart. I went over there and I drove up to him and I walked right up the guy. And on my way there, I'm like, are you gonna beat up another one of your son's friends' fathers and a thing? I was like, kind of be cool. So I got out, and this guy was wearing a big straw hat, like these fucking jamokes wear down here. And I walked right up to him and I took his hat and I fucking threw it on the floor. Because at that point, if a guy is going to fight you, he's going to fight you the second you take his fucking hat. If you take his hat and throw it on the floor, he doesn't do anything, you won the fight already. You won already.
Right.
So in that case, also, if you're surrounded by 10 guys and then I reach in and make a move, that's because I know nothing's coming back at me. That's like I love those guys when I was a bouncer that didn't want to fight until there were 10 bouncers there. Because I know as soon as somebody makes a move, we're all going to stop it.
Here's the thing about this guy, though. This is what gets me crazy. Is like you don't get mad, right? The reason I would get mad if he takes my hat, I gotta fight him because I have no record of winning fights.
Right.
He doesn't have anything to prove. He's like, you take my hat, I just go, I buy a new one. I got a million hats. That hat's for you now. You keep it. He doesn't need to prove anything.
No, dude, listen. Here's the thing. I got your hat. and then the immediate all his boys went I call it the Ricky Jerry Springer effect. It's you immediately go back to junior high in the schoolyard when the kid fucking snatches your shit.
Best when he pulls another hat out of his head is, I got 2 hats. I don't care. You just keep pulling hats out.
Yeah, that'd be funny. That would be great if someone had just put another hat on his head and went, take that, bitch. Oh.
I got a hat guy. What do you got?
Yeah,
I'm more angry if I'm Logan Paul, because I'm like, this is supposed to be about me, and now you're fucking involved.
Yeah, but
who is that? Isn't that Logan Paul?
That's
Jake
Paul, his brother.
I know Chris Paul. Who are all these Pauls? I don't know who any of these people are.
I know Paul Verzi. That's all I know. Dude. Yeah, but Logan Paul, something happened to Logan Paul. He doesn't have.
He has a weight.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that thing. He doesn't have that. I don't give a fuck. Not scared. Like Conor McGregor has that. He took fucking Jose Aldo's belt from the table. He took the champion's belt and held it away from him. And he was like, that fucked him up so bad. He went, he took my belt. Like, no one's ever taken the champion's belt at a press conference. Mush, do you have that? McGregor takes Jose Aldo's belt.
McGregor was a king.
McGregor is the fight. Do we not agree that McGregor and Mayweather, no matter how shitty the fight was, the press for that was the greatest fucking thing ever?
Yeah, they're doing wrestling and it's real. I love it.
Yeah.
They were shooting. Shooting, man. And
shooting,
here's the thing.
But it was all business. They knew that, say what you got to say, do what you got to do, and you can't take it too personal because we're doing it to get rich.
But if you look at the first one, McGregor was like, all right, fuck this. The second one is when McGregor was like, I'm taking over. Fuck, this is going. And he strutted out and he had that. He bought a fucking peacock jacket or some shit. I don't know what he bought. Some Michael's magical coat, mystery coat, and walked out with
Michael's
just
mystery
coat
coat.
on. And, I mean, holy shit.
Who's that Prince? Oh, sorry.
I'm just saying, you can go back and watch that footage anytime, and it's fucking great.
Oh, yeah. It's like The Rock. The Rock when he came out and he started singing songs about shitty Cleveland. San Jose is it? Then yeah, there it is right here. I mean, look at this. Look at him.
He looks like Obama. Is he fighting Obama? Who's that guy?
That's Jose
fighters.
Aldo. Jose Aldo is probably one of the baddest fucking champions. I mean, he was untouchable, unbeatable, one of the motherfuckers. And up until this point, fighters were just kind of stoic and badasses.
Mm-hmm.
And they shit talked a little bit like, here they had a little shit talking. Watch this shit. This is nuts.
Yeah, Alundra Blaze did this in '92 WWE. I've seen this move.
Took it away from Cindy.
Look at the guy has to come. He can't get his belt back. You know how frustrating that is?
Look at the smile on Paul White's face, or John White, or Tim White. Bald guy.
Oh, he's so happy.
So happy. He knows money is just filling his pockets. That's great.
Mike Fenoya looks so awkward right there.
Because he doesn't know what to do. He's like, where's my belt? He still doesn't have his belt. His belt's behind him.
2 heads of hair out of all of those people that were on screen. 2 people had hair.
I would have grabbed the mic and I would have been like, that's the closest you're going to come to holding that belt.
Look at him laughing at He's going, oh.
He's that guy in high school. You're like, I know I could kick his ass, but he's so fucking annoying. Even he's got to have something sneaky hidden. You're afraid to hit him because you're like, it looks like I should be able to kill him, but he's too tough.
Dude, I mean, and now look what he did, right? I think he won the fight right there when he was like, you can't control that. And then he knocked him out 14 seconds of the first round. Whoop, and then his toes curled and won the belt. Fuck. I mean, nobody's more exciting than that. Nothing was more exciting.
It bites you in the ass when you talk as much shit as you did, and like with Nate Diaz, and then Nate Diaz talked all this shit, and then Nate Diaz lost. You're like, all right, because now you know they're just talking shit, and
right.
You can't back it up.
And eventually, you're gonna lose though. Like the champ doesn't matter. Conor McGregor, he's done now, right? He's pretty much done.
He's not done. No, he's coming back.
I know nothing about any of this, but like when you're that cocky, eventually you're going to lose. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm just kind of guessing, right? So like, I mean, what? No one really barely people get to retire as champ. So that's the thing is like, eventually you have to know that someone's going to shit on you too.
So Greg, let me ask you this, because you being a wrestling fan, Mush, you too. I'm a late comer to the Dark Side of the Ring. Did you watch all of them?
I've seen the first 2 seasons.
I watched the Macho Man one the other night, and having known Macho Man pretty well all the way up until he died, that was fucking crazy to watch. But that Montreal Screwjob I think that would be great for anybody to watch. That's like one segment that would be on 60 Minutes. That was fucking awesome. And I still to this day don't know whether or not it was real.
What?
The Montreal Screwjob.
Was that the one with Bret Hart?
Yeah.
Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I think there's a chance it wasn't real, but I think I'm like 90% sure that this was all real because I don't think they would do intercompany things,
The only reason why I think that it was real is because they would capitalize on that now, the 20th anniversary of the Montreal Screwjob, and then they would, Vince would be doing interviews and talking about how they set it all up and blah, 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 because it would show how brilliant he is. But then there were a couple of things like that Scott Hall pointed out about how he didn't look so surprised, and I don't know. I wonder if maybe if it was real, but there were more people in on it. Like if Earl Hebner really knew what was going to happen, and that's why Hebner ran out of the building so fast.
What do you think was fake? Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
In other interviews, Hebner has said he knew about it before going to the ring, but he had told Bret to his face after he knew about it that he knew nothing about it. But at the same time, he was put in a bad position. He really couldn't say anything. So.
Yeah. Do you think it was a work? Go ahead, Bobby.
I mean, even if it was, who cares? It's just such good wrestling. I mean, it's such good wrestling that we're still talking about it to this day. And look, Bret Hart was good, but Bret Hart, look, I'm a Rock Stone Cold.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
We're song and dance people, you and me. We know.
When they were fucking talking shit, when they were in the back talking shit, in the ring talking shit, and you'd have to wait, and they'd come out, and then the fight was the last thing who gives a shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to see fucking Stone Cold. When The Rock was talking shit to Stone Cold, he was singing songs. I mean, God damn it. There was nothing better than that shit. The writing was great. And then even CM Punk. I love CM Punk. I love when they started calling The Rock out on his bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And John Cena and The Rock with that shit with the little kid. And he was like, you can't. He goes, you went from, because the Stone Cold said so. Can you smell? You can't see me. You can't see me. Peekaboo, I see you. You can't. Dude, I don't know if I've ever laughed harder at a fucking wrestling match when he did that shit to John Cena. He called them Fruity Pebbles.
It was great. And I watched sometimes when WCW, when Vince bought everything and WCW came over.
Oh yeah,
and they would just show when the stars would meet each other for the first time, and when Rock runs into the NWO is one of the funniest things ever.
Oh yeah, actually, hold on a second.
I forget that. Why do I forget that?
So Rock sees him in the back. They stare down at each other, and then Hogan says, "Hey Rock, would you give me an autograph for my son?" And he says, "The great one." The Hogan wants an autograph of the great one for his son. He's like, "All right, oh, you got it, Mush?"
Yeah.
I don't know if this was it. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah.
Son's favorite wrestler. Really? Hey, how about a shot? Come on. Okay, I'll take it.
Can you make it louder?
Yes, sir. For your son. Yeah. No problem.
The Rock was the best.
Ready? So much for the people's taste. What'd you just say? No. Doesn't matter what you just said. See, you shouldn't have said that. Rock was being a man, no problem. Picture for your son, no problem. Rock will tell you what you could do with that camera. You, Chico, Razor Ramon. You take that camera and shut it up real nice. And then what you do, you give it to your big buddy. Big Daddy Cool, Diesel.
I remember this like as yesterday.
And then you give it to him. Give it to Hogan. Hogan, you take that camera. It's already shined up. Turn sideways. Eat your vitamin. Say your prayers and stick it straight up all your candy asses.
Dude, one of the greatest moments in wrestling. I watched because I used to go to Hooters. We'd watch the events at Hooters. It was a very big. It was. I still one of my favorite things. Rock's fighting Hogan. Hogan is the bad guy, and I'm to this day was supposed to be the bad guy for the match. But they finally come into this thing, and you can see people starting to side with Hogan just out of like nostalgia, and we love Hogan, and he's still Hogan to us. And you see The Rock literally feeling the crowd and start to turn heel just because he reads the ring and changed his character mid-match. Yeah. And then it was just this beautiful match of like people still coming together for Hogan. Then Hogan went good after that. It was like I remember it was
the
great.
way he was selling the moves in the middle of the match. Like
middle of the match.
From face selling to heel selling in the middle of it. And it was like, oh wow, be able to read an arena like that was amazing.
I'd interviewed Hogan about that, and Hogan said that he had to tell The Rock to slow it. And he was like, listen to the crowd. It's changed, and that they had to learn as they go. That is I have been to a lot of live wrestling matches over the years. Mm-hmm. And I've been there in Hogan's heyday when I was a kid, all the way up to I've seen WCW, ECW. Nothing was bigger than when The Rock was in his, in the early 2000s. You would go out there and people would just be screaming for The Rock the entire time. He would not even be on the card, or he'd be in the main event, and people would just be chanting his name the entire night. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that even with fucking, I remember The Rock. There's one where, I remember with the Rock was out there and they were chanting CM Punk, so he called CM Punk live. On his phone, but CM Punk didn't answer. He was in the elevator walking his dumb dog. But I mean, how fucking great is that?
I went to a Raw in Tampa one night, and it was actually the night. It was April of 2000 because it was the night before I got fired the next day. And it was me, Pete, and my buddy Frankie from New York, and we were sitting in the front row behind the announcers table. And The Rock and Shane McMahon were running the program. And The Rock beats up Shane McMahon, leaves the ring, the music, the whole deal. And then when it goes off the air, The Rock comes back down into the ring. So they're off TV, but they're still doing the show. And I'm drunk. We're all drunk. We're having a great adult time acting like kids. And Shane McMahon is on the floor, and The Rock is in the middle of the ring. And The Rock goes, we start chanting, Shane's a pussy, but I started the chant. And The Rock walks up and he looks at me, and he looks at Shane, and he looks at me and goes, Shane, the people of Tampa, and he points to me and he goes, I think you're a pussy. Dude, it was one of the greatest things ever.
The fucking everybody, all the ladies hate it.
Yeah, good. Go back to playing fucking Snake on your cell phones, you fucking nerds.
Listen, this was one of the funniest, and we'll move on after this, but this was one of the funniest Rock moments ever when he was with the Dudley boys, and the Dudley, he stutters. One of them stutters, right? Watch this shit.
I remember this. Wow, I still remember this.
Talk to the hand. What was number 3?
The Rock says, who are you two Rudy Poos?
You don't even know the Dudley boys?
Wait for it.
No head game going on here.
You should know by now that we are the. It doesn't matter.
Jeez. Man, the Attitude Era was like they were just spitting on women. Just things were like the crazy. Dude, early 2000s of wrestling was just like it was the wildest days in wrestling. But anyway,
it was funny shit. My wife used to watch it with me then. Do you know my wife was in Undertaker's wedding?
Why?
So do you remember when Undertaker married Sarah? They actually worked it into the storyline. So Sarah and my wife were friends, and when they got married, she was in the wedding.
Whoa.
And I'm a huge fan at the time. I'm doing a wrestling radio show, and I am at the Undertaker's wedding. I mean, we're friends. We've been to their house a bunch of stuff. In fact, Mandy used to house sit for them when they would go on the road because he would take Sarah on the road with them. So we'd go over there and watch their dogs and stuff, which was kind of cool because we were poor as shit and they had a mansion.
That's awesome.
And now you have a mansion, and you let people come to your house who are poor as shit.
Yes.
Greg Stone, why are you here? Why are you back on the Calta and Kelly? What is going on with you?
I know why.
You are back on this show to make an announcement. Why are you playing with your facial hair? Why do you look like you're doing this in a basement? Why are you back with the dark lighting?
Well, I don't particularly know. Mike, you know what, dude, as I call him, said, come on the podcast. That's right. Under 1,000. I was, me and Anthony DeVito got a show on a channel called Topic. It's going to be, this is the new Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Get involved. Topic is, Hot Topic was already taken, but this is the real Hot Topic. Topic.
What is it?
.com. We got a show. They gave us one episode, as most people will be given.
One episode.
They gave us one airable pilot, and they said you could do one, and then we're gonna listen to your podcast, and then we'll probably never give you another. We got one episode. If it takes up, we'll do more. We did during COVID, so I think it was like things were all weird. It's called Under 1,000. It's a YouTube show where we watch videos that have under 1,000 views. And we kind of put those over. It's all about like what's the opposite. We've watched videos that 4 people were in the video.
You're going to be watching your old podcast.
Going to be watching the actual show, to be honest with you. But it's a weird inception. We're watching our show that has under 1,000 views.
How funny would that be? Is if you watch your show, your old podcast, and your old podcast became huge. My God,
we were a good concept.
Yeah, it's really cool. We had pitched it to like an old channel like years ago, and they liked it, but that just didn't get through. But it's like so fun to watch these YouTube videos that have like 3 hits, 1 hit, and these people have no idea that anyone's watching them. And it's like we watched backyard wrestling for these little kids who were backyard wrestling. I think there was like 6 people in the video. The video had 4 views. Not even everyone who was in the video watched the video. And then we tried to reach out to these people, and they were all like 40 years old now because it's been up for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're like, "You saw that?" They're like, "Not only we saw that, but we want to put this on our show." So we'd have to like reach out. First of all, you get YouTube videos of 1 million views. Hard to get in touch with these people. When they have 6 views, they answer before the email sent. They're already getting back to you.
If it's on the internet, do you need their permission, or you just wanted to get them for interviews?
We didn't have to. There's YouTube rules that you can do it, but we kind of wanted to talk to these people and let them know kind of what was going on. And it's all about kind of like, we don't shit on them per se, because that's just like it's too easy because all the videos are bad. But Anthony, I honestly love this shit. Like, we love watching like this Indian guy do magic and it doesnn't go well. And it's 43 minutes long. Like,
what? Where is this? I gotta see this clip.
Yeah, man, I don't know the guy's name offhand, but it's on the show. There's a guy from India who filmed his magic was him riding a motorcycle on stage with a blindfold. And like, he can see through the blindfold. The dangerous part about it is the chemicals that are in the air from riding a motorcycle in a place. Everyone in the crowd is bored. It's so, dude, it's the guy, we watch karate, this guy doing karate lessons in his kitchen, and he's just like some fat white guy being like, "This is how you throw a punch." And it's like, he's passionate about it. He's so passionate about karate that he's going to do classes in his kitchen. And that's the shit that's kind of like way more fun than watching these overproduced, untalented people, in my opinion.
So funny. That's a great idea.
I watch all these fucked up people on YouTube. Like, there's a guy, what the fuck? It's called his channel. But this is the problem: is this guy got popular? Now he got popular. His channel's called Overstay Road, and it's a guy who's an expat, went to the Philippines, and he's got like 2 Philippine wives, and he lives in the Philippines, and he's trying to tell people how to live for like $30 a month in the Philippines, but bang these smoking Philippine broads, Filipina they call them, and he tries to tell dudes how you can go to certain bars and how to get a Philippine girl, and if you don't marry them and you get a house, they can come and take your house. Her family in the Philippines can come live in the house and then just take it from you and kick you the fuck out.
Wait, in the Philippines or in America?
The Philippines, not in America.
These weird Philippine rules. Filipino.
Yeah. But this guy lives there, and he has these. He just goes out in the backyard and he cooks fish. He's like, "What kind of fish is that, baby?" And she's like, fucking goutfish. Goutfish. I don't know. It's fucked up. This guy, he's kind of an alcoholic. He's just drinking fucking rum and coke every day. And he's living off this salary from being in the military of like whatever the fuck that is. But he does it in the Philippines, and he just goes and bangs Filipinos all the time. And he gets these girls pregnant, and he has kids.
This is like a great show.
It's fucking, I can't stop watching this guy because I'm just waiting for him to fucking kill somebody. All these Filipino girls that just slice his throat in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. You get a lot of views. You say he blew up.
What's that?
I pulled up one right here.
Oh, this is it's just this. I can't stop watching. It's the shittiest show ever, but I can't stop watching this guy.
Yeah, this is a guy who we put on our show immediately. This is it. This is exactly the content we're looking for. He's just a man eating cereal.
He just talks, but he goes for like hours. Like his show, I'll go to sleep to it some night. He'll just talk for fucking hours.
How many views has that got?
He's got a lot, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, then no good.
This is why. This is one of his wives.
Yeah, that's number 1 apparently.
That's number 1. That's Filipina number 1.
I don't see any.
I think he has 9.
Baby, it can go gray as long as it stay.
What?
What?
Like
what is that? Yes, exactly.
Hair or be cowboy.
This is perfect.
If you want me to, I'll shave my head. Then you don't have to look at gray.
And toothpaste over there.
Cowboy. I'll be the cowboy.
Oh.
Like, I'm mad that people are watching this.
Make up your
Yeah,
mind.
exactly.
Like it if there wasn't anyone watching it. The fact that people are watching it, I get mad.
All right, thanks. It's exactly. It's like, what the fuck? And once you start watching it, it's addictive.
Like
It's
90 Day
fucking-
Fiance.
Yeah.
That's what, a 90-Day Fiance. I hate you for getting me into that fucking show. Jesus.
You're welcome.
I don't understand what that show is. I've never watched it. You become their fiance in 90 days, or
No, so if you want to get the visa in order to bring them over here from another country, you have to be with them for 90 days.
Oh, I did not realize that's what the show is about. That is way more interesting.
But
than I
they've
thought.
gone, back and forth. They've kind of steered away from just that. Like they have them looking for the love now, and then they follow them after the marriage and all that stuff. But it's still. I mean, the older episodes were better, but it's pretty fucking good.
I thought it was like The Bachelor, where they're like, we introduce you to this person, and you see if you want to marry them within 90 days.
Nope.
The immigration thing is like, oh, that's
and they got
wild.
like, it's really weird because they got like really fat redneck women marrying super dark guys from Nigeria, and you're like, how is this even happening? Listen, Crumbum, you need to open up and expand your mind. You're missing out some good shit. Do you guys even watch the show Sister Wives?
No.
Oh, that's a lifestyle I can get in on, man. One guy and like 5 wives.
And they're all sisters?
Oh,
No. They call themselves Sister Wives once they're in. They'll
Mormon
marry the
shit,
same
maybe.
dude. Yeah. So if me and
yeah.
my wife wanted to go marry another chick, like we wanted to bring another chick in, we have to go meet her together. We all have to agree. Okay, she's good. She could be in the family.
She's cool. That's
She's
illegal,
cool.
right? Technically illegal?
Utah, I think, and some other places.
You can be married to one. The rest of them, you're not legally married to. They're just your wives, quote unquote.
Wouldn't it be great if you found one that liked butt sex, one that liked threesomes, one that you never run out of shit to do?
They used to refer to him as that. Oh, you're my butt sex wife. Come here, butt sex. Let's do butt sex. Tell me to get out of the bathroom. What?
Tonight's mouth wife.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of these crazy food guys that are so popular on YouTube. One of them is called Rate My Takeaway. It's this fat Scottish guy that goes all over and just orders these, I guess in England or Scotland, wherever the fuck it is, you get like a box of food. Like you go to takeaway and it's just a box. And he can't understand it. He's driving the car. He's like, oh, you go do that. And you can't understand a word he's fucking saying. And he takes his own table and he sticks it out and he eats it. And this is the guy recording him. He's like, and he just talks. He just eats. And it's like the most obvious shit ever. It's a good
Super popular.
It's a good
It's fucking popular. Like everybody watch it. You can't, once you get into this shit, you're like, it like hypnotizes you.
Yeah.
Into seeing what this fucking, I can't even understand the word he says. Rate My Takeaway. Oh,
I got a 90-day clip and I got a Rate My Takeaway clip. Which one do you want me to pull up?
dude, just play a couple seconds of the guy talking on Rate My Takeaway.
All right. This guy looks amazing.
Oh,
Do we get this in?
Here we go.
Oh, God.
look at him.
When you're watching a film on telly and they've got that, and they sat down having all these afternoon teas. For me personally, when somebody says to me about tea, I'm thinking it's time for me to go home and get a burger, chips and burgers and all that kind of stuff.
How'd this guy get a cameraman?
This is when you say tea, they don't think it is. I mean, what do you call it in an evening? Do you have lunch and tea?
What?
Do you have lunch and dinner? Do you have dinner and tea?
His skin sags like he's perpetually sad.
There's all sorts going on.
His nose looks like it fell off and they put it on backwards.
We've got the beef and onion. What's this here?
The hell is this? It's not even interesting food.
So it looks like a cream. I think it's a cream cheese salad.
The cream cheese salad?
He's got.
I don't understand why I'm not famous and someone is
He's got
watching
it,
this.
but that's his table. He takes his table and his chair and he
His own
puts it
table.
on front of the
Cream
restaurant.
cheese. So we picked right
Hey, you bring your own table, you get a view.
To grab that.
Go get my plate. My plate's
He's in an
melting in the
alley.
wind.
What is saying the name of this restaurant is?
He's in fucking Tarragon Alley in fucking Harry Potter.
Sorry guys, sorry if my knacker cracker one out, but
That chair. Oh
there
my
we go.
God.
How are we
again.
pronouncing the name of this restaurant?
Put that
You
there.
can say it.
Nigella's.
Oh, right. Thank you, Michael.
Very famous.
All right.
I got it.
Olympics.
My bad.
There's another guy. There's another guy I watched called Marcus Pix. Pix. This guy, he's fucking nuts. He's a photographer. He's nuts, but his wife has had so much work done, and they do photo shoots with his. He does these photo shoots with his wife, but she wears like Adam Ant clothes. Like they buy outfits, and one of them he comes in. He has a Tony Stark shirt with the light, like he's actually Iron Man on.
I love it.
Oh,
Good for him. God bless him. Who is this guy? And what's Adam Ant clothes? The band?
No, Adam. You don't know Adam Ant?
I thought you meant like
I know
the band
Gigi
too. I
Allen.
thought like Sergeant Pepper clothes.
Yes, Sergeant Pepper clothes, exactly.
Who's Adam Ant?
I'm trying to find him. Adam Ant. You don't know
Two Shoes.
Yeah, the
Why are you
band.
mad at me?
You
I know
don't
the
know
band.
Adam Ant?
I know the band, Adam Ant.
It's not the Adam Ant is
and
the
the
guy.
Ants is the band.
What?
Adam and
Adam
the Ants
Ant.
is the band.
Adam
Ant is
Ant
the singer.
is the guy. You
I
don't know
who
Adam
it
Ant?
is. The more you say you don't know Adam Ant, no more information is coming to me. All I can continue to say is no. And then I say the band, and then you go, you know Adam Ant? And I go, I know the band. And you go, the guy? I go, a band.
Calling for Mush to bring up Adam Ant.
Well, I had
this is the band lit.
The Marcus video, but I'm pulling up Adam Ant right now as well.
No, bring up Marcus. This is him and his wife.
Full frame Sonys because they have the
look
best
at
autofocus
all
that
the gear he
recognizes
brings.
people's faces and locks onto their eyes. So
I
I
hate
can have
this
all
guy.
the
He looks like he's
cameras
never
on
clear.
autofocus and not worry about
These are people that need to just understand they got older.
The wide shots.
All right? You got older. Deal with it.
He has so much gear. He brings out into the fucking middle of nowhere and he sets all this shit up. He has so much gear that he gives away all his gear at like the end of the year. He just gives it away.
This woman looks like she steals her kids' clothes and like just tries to like, no, I'm still good. You're not, lady. It's a game.
See, look forward. See if there's a photo shoot of just her. He always does a photo shoot of her like she's a model. And
Yeah.
she's, there you go.
Well, see, I take back everything I said.
and the A7S3.
I'm not
But
mad
it's
at
just
that
him
at all.
and
No, me either. I'm back.
it's just him and her out in the middle of nowhere. What the fuck is going on? I would love it if a jaguar just snatched her out of that tree.
The end of this story is definitely ends with a bear eating them. That's the end of the documentary.
All right, fuck him. Forget about him.
I'll bring up Adam Ant right now. 1 second.
What song did Adam Ant sing? I'm trying to remember.
Goody Two Shoes, Stand and Deliver.
Yeah. Stand and deliver. Whoa, whoa.
I don't know that one.
You don't know Adam Ant, really?
I know the one Adam Ant song, but I thought it was like, I get knocked down, but I'm back again.
That's Chumbawamba.
Oh, that's Adam Ant.
That's
I'll take.
No, that's Adam Ant.
I'll bet you your fucking action figures.
I mean, you called me. I got a call. You called me on my bluff. I 1000% know that's Chumbawamba. I'm not putting my action figures on the line for a bit. What?
Calta, Greg said, I'll take 3 flipped girls over flips. You call Filipino girls flips over that science project.
I know a guy who married a Filipino girl, and the kid's middle name is Philip because that's what we used to call Filipinos.
Did I tell you? Can I tell you a fun story? This is on Patreon, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I can tell this without it mattering. I'm having a kid, Mike. I don't know if I told you that.
No.
Yeah. Well, I've been telling I'm just now kind of allowed to be able to tell people I'm having a kid in October.
Congratulations.
Yeah. That's why when you were like, you have something to say, I was like, that's all I keep thinking about. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to tell you I'm a kid. And then I'm like, oh, wait, I don't know. And then I remember Mike was like, no. Anyway, we want my wife is Thai. So we want to get a Thai name because let's be honest, right? Get the guy out of the white race. We're on our way out, right? So I'm like, let's give this kid a nice Asian name so we can get the nice diversity roles as well. You know what I mean? So we talked to the dad. And I don't know if you know, but like Asian people will do a thing sometimes where they'll combine names. Like I have a friend named James. And
is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy. So we wanted a nice Thai name for a boy. A non-white, very ethnic name. Very excited. So they'll combine names. James, Emma, Gemma. My friend name is Gemma, right? So we tell her dad, I'm like, give us a nice Thai name. And he goes, okay, I got it. We're going to do T for Tida, which is my wife. O for your dad, Joe. D for Dale, your mom. And then D for Dang. Thai name, Todd. I was like, accidentally gave us the whitest fucking name. I was, you gotta take that shit back to the factory. You gotta rerun it.
I have
O for Joe.
I know. Who goes middle? Middle letter, Joe. O for Joe. It's an unprecedented move.
I have some Thai names for you that you can choose from. Tell me if you like these.
Sure.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
You Hisang.
Oh, he's reading. What?
Who?
You saying?
You Ting.
I can't tell if you're being racist or you're being real. You either have a list of real Thai names or you're...
I'm reading a list of real boy Thai names. How about this
you
one?
call the kid Thai, but spell it American Thai.
How about this?
T-I-E?
Yeah, no, like T-Y-E.
Yeah, that's a pretty white one.
Here's
Bobby and Mike.
That's really funny. Yeah, well, never my name. My dad's name was Gary, and my mom was an egg. Greg. Egg. Oh, geez, that joke's on its face.
Here's a good one. I got this. This is the name of your son, Puyu.
I find this very
dangerous. This is real. Puyu.
Puyu. My mother-in-law is Dang. My wife's Thai name is Bang. Very exciting.
Bang, bang, bang,
bang, and bang. I want to name my kid Slam.
Slam, like
Slam.
Denny's?
Yeah, like the Slam breakfast.
That sounds racist.
It's all racist when you say
You
anything and you're not.
gang.
What do you say?
You can't name him Gang. That would be
Gang. Gang's not bad actually.
Slam's pretty good.
Slam is fun.
I like
Slamstone. That's a pretty badass name.
Well,
now, where does she
Coraluzzo.
stand on all this?
Either way, it's a cool name.
I had some great names picked out for my son, but my wife vetoed them all. I was going to name my son Darth, which would have been the best fucking thing ever.
Darth Calta?
Because my kid's like badass. He's the fighter on the hockey team. Can you imagine every time he started getting in a fight, they played the Imperial March, and everybody's like Darth Calta. Oh, it was fucking huge.
Dude, I pushed Anakin. I wanted Anakin for my kid's name, and my wife was like, no. And I was like, what about Cobra Commander?
Destro Carluzzo.
No, that would be good.
Did she know who Anakin is?
I know. We just watched Star Wars a week before she got pregnant. If I would have held out, she would have never known. He would have gotten pregnant. We would have been Anakin, and then we'd be great.
Slam bam, thank you, ma'am.
Can't you pull one of the other characters like Mace or call like Windu Stone?
Mace is cool. Yeah, Mace is cool. I want to go with
Jar Jar Stone.
Yeah.
What about Savory?
Jar Jar Stone.
Savory. That's where I like sensations. I want to name the child after a sensation. Deliciomo. It's very Italian. It's like delicious and Momo. He is a Deliciomo. I want to name him fake Italian names.
That's rough.
Sensual.
Sensual Stone?
Sensual Stone.
That's pretty cool.
How about Silly?
Where is she?
Silly.
Is she from here or is she from there?
She's from, first of all, Lou nailed it. And I didn't want to say this. I was trying to push Gray. I love the name Gray, but she's not biting.
How about this? Sand.
Pizza Stone.
We also have to acknowledge my kid's not going to be Stone. My kid's going to be Coraluzzo.
Oh, yeah.
Italian, right? Stone's my mom's name.
Slam Corluzzo is still a cool name.
Slam Corluzzo?
Yeah.
Slam is cool.
Corluzzo. Yeah.
I might name him Chinese Mike Suarez Coraluzzo.
Flintstone.
My granddad's name is Fred Stone, by the way, which is ridiculous.
Flintstone.
Yeah.
Funny. Flint. Name me kid Flintstone.
What is it?
Then every time he goes to the fucking hockey rink, yabba dabba doo.
Dude, Logan almost went by. I told her, I said, what about Logan? And she was like, I like Logan. And then I went, no, Logan Paul ruined it. I don't even know who that guy is, but he kind of ruined it.
Logan's a good name, dude.
Yeah, but
I like
vetoed.
Slam. Great, man. What about Slash? Something.
Yeah, something metal would be cool. That is the most offensive attempt of spelling my last name I've ever seen in my life. Carlozzo. Hey, it's little Carlozzo. Fix your refrigerator.
So can I just go back to your? Can I go back to your show for a second?
Sure.
Your show now. The video you saw of the guy with the magic tricks. What do you know the name of the YouTube page that was?
That's the thing. When they only have 2 views, they're really hard to refine. I have to pull it up, The way you find them though is you type in magic on YouTube, and then you just do this. You just keep scrolling all the way to the bottom. It takes a good 4 minutes because it's like million, and then it's like 20, and it's like 3, and then you go, "This is my guy." And then you have to kind of look through like which one works because some of them don't work. You got to go down. I can pull it up. On
is it Mathukad? Is that his name? No.
I think it was
what
like
you should name your kid.
Blindfold. Mathukad is not a bad.
Mathukad Carluzzo.
Let me see if I can find it for you.
Mathukad.
I don't know. I'll get to it. My ADD is like wild today. My energy is. I apologize. I'm fucking out of gas.
Great. What are you talking about?
Well, real quick, while we're looking up that new magician that's in her, let's let you know who this other magician is.
Who is this?
Adam Ant. He didn't know who he was.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Brother.
This scammer.
You don't know Adam Ant?
I do. I knew one song, but this isn't the song I know.
Goody Goody's the only song anybody knows.
This song's great too.
I love the white line move that people do sometimes, or like a black line. It's like very. I don't know where it came from, but
Adam Ant was fucking good looking too.
Good looking.
Yeah.
Good looking guy.
You could put a line on his face and girls would think.
Yeah.
The song is.
You want to do so much before we get stopped by YouTube. So.
Yes.
So everyone download the Topic app for 7 days.
I just downloaded it right now.
1,000. Yeah. Get us over 1,000 views, so we're not hypocrites. And then
I was driving today, listening to Bennington, and I heard him say, "Our friend Greg Stone's going to be on the show. He's got a new show coming out." And I'm like, "We're friends with Greg Stone. We don't know about this TV show. It's kind of bullshit." I got jealous for a second.
Dude, can I tell you? We filmed this thing during COVID. When we filmed it, Anthony had COVID-19. We filmed it. He literally, I had to go find, we couldn't get a video equipment in his house. I had to go to Staples, buy stuff, leave it at his door, walk him through. We had to take breaks in between filming, and he would just get he'd rally some energy together. Had COVID-19. We did it. Pandemic kind of finishes. I completely forgot we did this. You'd think that somebody in my management team or something would maybe remind me that we have a show coming out. And then I have a kid coming, lives change. We started promoting it the day after it premiered. I've never melt for like an idiot in my life. So now thank God for you guys emailing me now. This is
I'm going to assume the money is not great if you forgot that it was on.
It wasn't life changing. It was good. It was good. It was better than the first. We filmed the pilot for it with someone else first, and that was not good money. And this was like,
I did.
I don't remember, so it probably wasn't that good.
I did an extra thing on Steve Burns' show, Sullivan and Son, and we just did it because we're friends with Steve. He invited us to do it. And the next day, I was driving around in the car, and phone rang, and it's in Central Casting, so I answered it. I go, "Hello," and it was this lovely black lady, and she's like, "This Michael?" I go, "Yes," and she goes, "I'm calling from Central Casting. I need your Social Security number." I go, "For what?" And she goes, "So I can get you paid." And I went, "I'm getting paid for this?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Holy shit." I go, "How much?" And she goes, I'm not allowed to tell you that over the phone." And I go, "Well, can I buy a boat?" And she goes, "You can get yourself a dinghy." She was the fucking best ever. It's the best way when somebody asks you how much money you made on that, you go, "I get a dinghy."
Dude, when COVID first started, I owed the union, the writers' union, money, and
why did you owe the money? Did you borrow money?
It was one of the things where it's like it was SAG. I had just hit like a thing where you have to pay to join, but it didn't happen, or something happened. I was like, "Lady, I can't pay this now. It's like $4,000, and then you don't work." And it wasn't a lady, it was some guy. And he's like, "Dude, you got to pay. You owe us. You got to pay. You got to pay." And I was like, "COVID, there's a pandemic happening right now." At the beginning, I was like, "What do you want from me?" He goes, "Let me talk to my boss." I go, "Get your boss." Lady gets on the phone. Same woman. I think it was the same woman you talked to. She went, "Honey, ain't nobody working. You ain't got to pay us nothing." And she went, "Talk to you later." Then she hung up, and I went, "Who is that angel?" She just came on, contradicted this guy, and was like, "Ain't nobody got nothing, so ain't nobody gonna be worrying about you." And then I went, "God bless that woman." So, same lady. Yeah,
she was. I would have kissed her on the head if I saw her. It was $96 too.
Yeah. I will say though, I didn't say the money was whatever. I don't remember, but the people at Topic are cool and they have a good eye for talent. I'll tell you that much. They're calling me the face of the network.
They called you.
That's what they're calling me. We're not them. I can't say who, but face of the network is being tossed around.
I'd like to see the one guy who had to pitch that. This is the face of the network. A young Ron Jeremy is the face of the network.
Yeah, the low hanging neck of the network.
Can you imagine Ron Jeremy spent his whole life just fucking everything, sucking his own dick, and now he's gonna die in jail?
What?
It's so weird.
Oh yeah, he's been in jail for he violated a bunch of girls, and then finally somebody complained about it, and everybody came forward and said, "Yep, he stuck his finger in my ass too," and a bunch of other things. He's in jail. Yeah.
Oh, they get all the good ones. So, I mean, first time those words have ever been said about. I took a picture with Ron Jeremy once at the Comedy Store, and I took the picture, and someone just wrote, "Is that Greg's dad?" And I went, "Yeah, I mean, you're not far off, but I could see it." But I don't think they were joking. I think they were very serious.
I'm friends with Marshall Burrell, who was the nephew of Milton Berle. What?
This is a funny name. Does somebody go, I was friends with Marshall Burrell.
His name is Marshall Burrell. His son was deputy because he was Marshall. I think that's the best ever. But his other son hangs out at the Rainbow all the time. So he's like, you got to go see my son when you're in LA at the Rainbow, blah, blah. So we went over there and they're like, oh, you guarantee you go there, you're going to run into Ron Jeremy and Lemmy and all that stuff. And sure as shit, Lemmy's sitting there playing the game at the bar. And then I go to leave. Ron Jeremy's walking in. I'm like, this is exactly what everybody said it would be.
Wow.
But it was some good. They took you through and showed us some really good some spots in there where contracts were signed, like Guns N' Roses performed and all that shit. It was pretty cool.
Ron Jeremy smells.
He looks like he smells.
I've met him a lot, and he never smelled to me, but he does have, like, he's got a lot of ear hair, and he's balding, and he is disgusting looking, and a lot of hot girls have sucked his dick, and I thought, this is where you really decide whether you're giving up your life, is when you put Ron Jeremy's penis in your mouth. That's when you're like, I'm too far into the drugs, or I'll never get my parents' love again. Once you fuck Ron Jeremy, it's over for you.
Quick question. Oh, sorry. This is on another topic. So,
but what I mean, back in the day, though, to suck Ron Jeremy's dick was actually a good thing, wasn't it?
Most of the girls said it was like a rite of passage, that everybody knows that eventually they're gonna have to do it. Nobody really likes it, but that's what you have to do. And I just thought, we as guys don't have that, and thank God we don't, because that is fucking disgusting. I mean, that's your whole
You didn't have to suck Bobby's dick.
Yeah,
I was told it was the rite of passage.
I just don't think Bobby's disgusting, though, Greg. So that's all.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna bad you, son of a bitch.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Quick question. This is just my ADHD, because you brought up Guns N' Roses. I had an epiphany today. First of all, we went Guns N' Roses versus Metallica. I don't know if this is a hot take. Guns N' Roses, clearly a better band, I think. But I want to ask this.
Metallica?
Yes. They've got more hits, and I don't think Metallica ages as well as Guns N' Roses do.
That's a problem, is that you have to look at what the how you're judging them. I mean, who has more success and who has more hits, or
I think
is timeless.
I think if Guns N' Roses didn't dress like a bunch of assholes, they would be more respected. But their music is
who's dressing like an asshole?
I mean, the guy wore a catcher's outfit. And women, they look like either a women or baseball players. That's what Guns N' Roses look like. Whereas Metallica was like, we're going to wear all black and be cool, understated. They got too into the hair metal, which I think brought them down a little. I would argue that
the only one that dressed weird was Axl. The rest of them, Slash is just jeans and a t-shirt. Axl wore a fucking kilt and a sweatshirt tied around his waist and all kinds of weird shit.
Duff, I thought, was a hot woman up until about 3 years ago. I was like, that's a hot woman that I would be with.
I told Brett Michaels that I accidentally jerked off to Brett Michaels twice.
He is cute. But I would also say that I think that Guns N' Roses, and I thought the Metallica thing was a sure. I think people just go, yeah, Guns N' Roses is a better band than Metallica. I would argue, I think Guns N' Roses better than Queen. And I think it's a hot take. But I think they got better hits, and I think they got better. I just think they got better musics.
But here's the problem, though. Is Freddie Mercury by far a better singer?
Do you think so? Really though?
What's that?
Listen, I mean, Axl's got a fucking crazy voice.
He's got a
No, he
range,
doesn't.
but he can't
He's got a
sing
terrible
like
voice.
Freddie Mercury did. He's got a range. He can hit those high notes. But
All right, show's over, guys. That was the alarm. See you guys tomorrow. What the fuck was that?
That was my alarm that I have to get ready to go to my spot. That was my alarm to remember to get off.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
I wanted to thank you for coming on for short notice, and because I wanted to help promote your show. And I think it's great. Congratulations that you're having a baby. And I think we're going to end up naming the baby. And also tomorrow, I hate to outdo Greg today, but tomorrow I'm working on a guest that may be one of the best guests we've ever had on the show.
You want to run it fucking by me?
It's so good I don't even have to. You know how like we like to discuss things beforehand? We don't usually get on the air and go, hey, by the way, today this guy's on. I until I have this person locked in, I don't want to say anything. And I will tell you that you'll love it. The Ladybugs will love it. Mush will love it. Greg would love it if he watched it. So many people. This is going to be one of those where you go, Calta, you did it. You pulled a good one off.
I believe. That's exciting. Thank you guys for having me, by the way.
Hey, good luck with the show.
I love you guys.
I'm going to go download Topic right now.
Thanks.
I'm going to get it too, man. I'm excited for you. And I can't wait till Mike Calta and Robert Kelly's show is on Topic too.
I'm going to hold out, I think.
Discovered something new. Topic. I love. Oh, who is that guy? I know that guy. Who is that guy?
Chris Gethard. That's Chris Gethard with the glasses.
Yeah. What's his
He's
show?
great.
Chris Gethard is a good actor.
Yeah, he's a sweet, super funny guy from Canada. You should have him on the show. He's the best. Chris is great. He's from Jersey. He's a Jersey guy like myself.
He was in that Berbiglia movie and he was really good in that movie. Yeah, he's good. And then he does like a talk show, doesn't he? Or he did a talk show in New York.
He does. We did a thing. Hey, he does a show on Manhattan, on the Manhattan cable. He had a show on True TV that they got from the Manhattan like public access show.
Manhattan?
The MNN. The Manhattan.
And that is your son's name. MNN.
Yeah, MNN.
Kaluruzo.
Yeah, he had a public access show that they put on True TV, and then True TV ended. And he went, "I'll go back to." He's like, "You can't cancel me." He went right back to public access, and it's a great show. Anyway,
yeah, I like that guy. Who was making fun of him at the cellar one night and he got mad? I forget. Maybe Keith. I think Keith was fucking with him.
Someone called him young Lenny Marcus, and he got mad.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Is that a compliment?
I love Lenny. No, I don't think that's pretty good. He's the one who told me to have a kid.
And you did it because he told you?
Mm-hmm. I listen to everything Lenny says. He says, "Get a kid, David." I say David Camille. I'm talking about.
I was.
Hey, hang on a second, guys. Hang on. Yeah, Lenny. No, I'm on the phone with Greg. I would tell him, "Hey, Lenny Marcus said to send me all your money."
I gotta get my wallet together. No, Lenny. I didn't really listen to Lenny, but Lenny was like, he had a kid, and I was like, I don't know if I should do it. And he goes, "Do it right now." And it wasn't like the impetus of doing it, but it was like in my head when my wife was like, "Do you want to try?" And I was like, "All right, let's try."
So you tried. You didn't even just fucking slip one past the goalie. You were actually going for this.
Let me tell you this. We tried once. She went, "Do you want to have sex and have a kid?" And I went, I was really looking forward to like the having a kid sex because like she's got a goal. Yeah. And once, and then it was like a week or two later. I don't know how. Like, I felt almost like very few days like later. She goes, I think this might be somebody else's kid. Is what I'm getting at. I think it happened way too quick.
Yeah. That kid's full on Filipino or Thai. I'm sorry, full on Thai.
That's the thing. He's either going to come out looking
Filipino.
My nephew and niece, the boy, full on Portuguese, looks like a white kid. The sister is full on Thai, and when the mother has the Thai girl with her, people go, "Oh, you adopted?" And she's like, "This is my daughter. It came out of me," but she looks 1,000% Asian. So
hey, will you shoot me your address? I'm gonna send you a 23andMe for your birthday.
Yeah, I'll shove that right in her mouth.
Just double check. Lenny Marcus.
Congratulations, buddy.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. And you know, I love you both. You're the best.
I love you. Yeah, we love you. Everybody loves fucking this Greg Stone. Congratulations. And Metallica is a way better band than fucking You're crazy. Metallica's the best.
I
wish we
say Guns
could
N'
have talked
Roses.
more.
We're right
Nice.
there.
Guns N' Roses is not the best. Dude, Guns N' Roses, you're out of your mind.
You could be mine.
Guns N' Roses doesn't make music anymore.
You
Metallica
listen
still
to a
makes music.
Metallica song and that Metallica album, and there's 3 good songs on it. You listen to Appetite for Destruction, and every song's a fucking a lifetime smash hit.
Yeah. Where's your crown now, King Nothing? All right.
But
It's in the
here's
goddamn
thing.
toilet.
He can't sing live.
Who?
Axl Rose. He sounds like
I'm not seeing them live. They're 80. I got a goddamn CD player for that.
By the way, I saw them live and in the reunion tour, and he can sing. He has to run off the stage for oxygen in between songs, but he can sing. That's why that's why AC/DC took him out, because for the first time in 30 years, they were able to sing all those songs that Brian Johnson couldn't hit the notes on.
Well, he healed.
But he can. Anybody can sing like him.
I will buy your album.
Anybody can sing like that.
Real quick, we have a new show on Topic where Bobby just sings rock songs like that. Baboo, baboo.
Listen, man, you could pitch that. They'll give anybody anything. Take it from me. We got that show with an email.
Just give me a topic. I'll sing a song.
Singer Sandman.
No, give me a topic.
Oh.
You're waiting on an email from your kid's teacher.
I'm at my desk waiting on an email from the girl I like the best. Teacher, 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 come to me. That's why my son's gonna be the principal. Teacher, 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 come to me. Come to me. Come to me.
I thought you were going to embarrass yourself, but I'll be honest, you did it. You nailed it. That was perfect.
Give me another topic. I'll sing anything.
Say goodbye to Greg Stone, because he's got to get.
I want to say goodbye to the friend I love the most. He has my friendship in tied to his toast in the morning time.
That was wonderful. All right, I love you guys. I got to run. Thank you so much.
Bye, Greg.
Bye, buddy. I love you.
Bye.
Oh, that hurt. What's up?
I'm going to tell you right now. Listen to me. I know on our friendship, I'm working hard. Tomorrow we may have a big slam dunk guest, somebody that's not on the circuit. Melissa's staying. Somebody that's not on the circuit. Somebody that's not an easy get. Nobody else is going to get this person on their show, but I think I got enough strings to pull it where I can get it done.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're not going to tell me. You're not going to.
I don't want to build it up. Maybe I'll text you later, but I don't want to build it up and then all of a sudden it falls short. I would rather.
Do I know him? Do I know him? That's all I want to know.
I believe so. I mean, you should. Very popular.
Have I met him? Have I done shows with him? Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I'm here. You're there. I don't know. You've been with a lot of people I don't know about.
How long? You've known him for a long time.
I'll put it this way. I've known the legend of him for a long time.
That's weird. Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm not in your comedy circles up there, so I don't know who you've worked with and who you haven't. But if you did, you would remember.
It's Cosby. No, it's not Cosby. Yeah. The Bassmaster? Who's the Bassmaster? Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I'll fucking kill you if it's the Bassmaster.
It's not the Bassmaster.
All right, buddy. Well, there you go. Let's go through some of this stuff. Everybody, make sure you what? I need you to do a couple things if you want.
comicwearables.com so you can get yourself a nice shirt that I even make in fat guy sizes. And you're going to need them for the jerk-off party when we do the special jerk-off party. Make sure you go and get the big logo, the big gray logo, or the titty logo, as Bobby likes to call it.
Yeah.
Or scroll down and get the one of Bobby's face, which is my favorite.
The spaghetti one?
The YKWD nipple one.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that.
Colors.
Titties. Yeah. The announcement is not bullshit. We have an announcement.
So
we're waiting on Mike on the announcement.
And there was actually some progress today on the announcement.
There you go. The announcement's coming.
It's not as easy as us just going, hey, the announcement is this. It's the announcement. Put it this way. There's going to have to be some lawyers involved and some signing to be done. So it's not one of those things where you can just go, oh, we need to run it by some people.
Yeah, you can't just make an announcement. We got to make sure it's all right.
Plus, we have to see what Lenny Marcus would do.
What?
That's what
So
I never know you.
Yeah, you come inside a vagina because Lenny told you to. That's crazy.
Now I'm going to think of Lenny every time I fuck.
All right, here we go. And also make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Subscribe and like if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you hit that button. Okay. We need you guys to get us in the algorithm. It's up to you guys. Make sure you go to check out Mike V. Suarez and go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Friday show is always on Patreon, a jerk off party. But the main thing, you get to watch these shows live, be in the chat with all the other ladybugs and comments. We put all your stuff up. If it's funny, it goes up on the thing. Mush puts you up there, and it's live, unedited. So there you go.
And tomorrow, for the Patreon only show, you're going to get, might be one of the most sought after guests right now. And then if you like live comedy, it's back. My man Bobby is going to be out on May 15th in East Brunswick, New Jersey, in the East Brunswick Square Mall. Then on Friday, May 21st, and Saturday, he'll be in Auburn, Alabama at the Crown of Comedy. And then on Saturday, June 12th, in Napanoch, New York at the Paper Mill. Then the following Friday, the 25th, and Saturday, the 26th at the Funny Bone in Albany. And then right down in my neck of the woods, Thursday, July 29th through the 31st at Visani Comedy Theater in Port Charlotte, where some of the great ladybugs have come out. Crumbums come out there. Greg Shepard's come out there. Kim's come out there. We have a great time, and I think the band's going to play at least at one of those shows. So it'll be fun. I can't wait.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.